guys, and welcome to Simply Amy. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's video. So this is a requested video. Somebody DM'd me on my Instagram and said, will you make content on motherhood and the responsibility of pregnancy and being a mother? Which I thought was a really great question. It's kind of a broad subject, so I'm gonna just try and touch on a few things. I'm here to create the content that you guys want to watch, basically. So before I get into the video, guys, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's keep it moving. Will you make content on motherhood? So the responsibility of pregnancy. Woo! Wait a second. Is the biggest responsibility in the world. That's what I would say, because you are carrying life. And I don't know if I'm gonna answer this in the way that you had it in your mind. So if you are watching this video, then you can always elaborate more in the comment section or just DM me if you have specific questions. But I personally feel like it is the biggest responsibility and the greatest and most rewarding job in the world. It's a massive responsibility. You are carrying a life and you have a responsibility to ensure that you carry it through to its due date. Do you get what I mean? I say that, but I will also say this: if anything, on a more serious note, if anything was to happen, us as women, we have to understand that it's not our fault. Do you know what I mean? Now, I'm not talking about the occasions where women are pregnant and they're just smoking, drinking, doing whatever and not really taking that role seriously. But I'm talking about, you know, you are doing everything that you possibly can and something happens. It is not your fault, and we have to understand that, as hard as it is. And of course, I'm not saying that it's something that's just going to be easy and you're just going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me just move on. No. When I got pregnant, I was thinking to myself, I've got a life in me. Like, I have to make sure that I do the best that I can. And I tell you where I felt like I was failing and where I felt like I was failing at the responsibility. So my baby was under the growth chart. You know, when you get pregnant, basically you get given this chart where they measure the baby's growth, and they've got all of these charts, and as your baby grows in weeks, it's supposed to fall under this specific measurement. And for me, she was always under the growth chart, and I completely lost my appetite when I was pregnant. I don't know what it was. Guys, believe me, I loved food, okay? I was a foodie. People used to call me people used to say I've got, my belly's like a pit. I would eat, and then after you finish eating, I'll be like, I'm hungry again. And it's kind of like, you just ate though, like, where's that food going? So believe me, yeah, I love food. And it's one thing that I was never prepared for, because I've always heard of people saying how when you're pregnant, you just can't, you eat for 2 seasons, like you just eating bad, like you're just eating. So that's what I was expecting. I did not expect to be the complete end of that spectrum and just not have an appetite at all. So I was losing a lot of weight. I couldn't really keep food down, and I felt guilty. I really felt guilty. And when I would go to my checkups and they'll be like, baby's not growing, I was thinking to myself, I am failing. And if this baby is underweight, like if anything happened, it's gonna be on me. People are gonna look at me and they'll be like, you never ate, you know, because everybody knew that I just didn't eat. Even for my workplace, my work colleagues, you know, my partner's side of the family, my family, everybody was aware that I wasn't eating. So if anything was gonna happen, best believe those comments were gonna come out. Like, well, you weren't eating, well, you weren't eating. And I was building up this guilt and this burden, and that was even causing more stress. And I had to be like, do you know what, the more that I'm thinking about this and the more that I'm taking on that guilt, the more damage it's doing to me and my child. The best thing that you can do as a pregnant woman is to enjoy pregnancy. Listen, yeah, let me tell you something. There are so many benefits to being pregnant, okay? You can be as relaxed as you want. Like, I know women are extremely strong, don't get it twisted, okay? I am a strong woman, but at the end of the day, yeah, when you're pregnant, okay, you have all of these benefits. You don't have to work as hard as you did when you weren't pregnant. And I feel like independent, quote unquote, women always want to be like, no, I'm gonna work till the end, now I'm gonna do this. Like, you got your man that wants to do everything. For the most time, I know there's a lot of lazy guys, yeah, but for some guys, there are guys that when you're pregnant, they actually step up. If your guy wants to step up, babe, let him step up, let him do, put your feet up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, because you're carrying life, babe. Like, you're carrying life. So what are you trying to prove? What are you trying to show? That no, I'm going to cook for the nation, I'm going to cook for everybody. Let people come and help you. If you have friends that want to come and help you clean, or if you are friends of somebody who's pregnant, go and help that person clean and cook, and, you know, bring food for them and do things for them. The best thing you can do is relax. Take advantage of every benefit that comes with pregnancy. I can't say it any louder. It's not you being lazy, it's not you being entitled, it's not you being anything. It's you understanding that it's okay to relax, yeah. Let your bae, let your man take care of you, because he's taking care of you, he's taking care of the baby as well. It's not just you, do you know what I mean? Like, you don't have to feel guilty for that. By you doing less does not make you less of a woman. Like, by you doing less does not make you a lazy woman. It's making you a smart woman, because you're understanding that, listen, this is my time. Baby, this is my time. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like too often I see women, especially black women, they want to be strong. Like, they're like, yeah, I'm working, you know, I'm going to keep working until really the last minute. And even when they're at home, I'm seeing them out, I'm seeing them carrying shopping load, I'm seeing them do all of that stuff, and I'm thinking, are you alright? Like, and I'm specifically talking about women who don't need to do that. I know that there are women who maybe single mothers, or women who just don't have that support network. If you have a support network, let your support network support you. That's why they're called a support network. And if you have a partner, let your partner, husband, partner, boyfriend, whatever, let your partner help you. Let him support you. Don't just let him do nothing. Like, this is the time for him to step up. And if you don't create the platform or the space for him to step up, then he's not going to do that. You have to allow him to help you. I hope that I've answered that question right. And the responsibility of being a mother, the responsibility of being a mother is forever. It's a job that never ends. I think even when you get to a certain age, you still, like, when I look at my relationship with my mom, as the big woman that I am, I still rely on my mom. From the time when you become pregnant, that responsibility starts. From the time you give birth, it continues. From the time your kids grow up, it still continues. And it's just something that you have to prepare yourself for long term, not short term. And it's something that you have to accept very quickly. Sometimes accepting it means that you need to look at your lifestyle, and you need to look at your life and be realistic and be honest with yourself. And it's not about when you become a mom you let go of yourself and you can't have enjoyment. No, you can have enjoyment, but it's almost like a promotion. Like, you've been given a promotion, like you're promoted to a different level, which means that you've also been given the capacity and the ability to work at that level. And I do feel like there are certain changes that you need to make, and there are certain changes that you need to embrace and you need to accept. The quicker you do that, the better. It's not something that you can be prepared for. It's something that you learn on the job. Different ages bring different challenges. You need to be open to the journey. Don't ever look at it like it's a burden, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it can feel like a burden, because I would say, especially if you are a young parent, because you can feel like you can't really go out as much. I spent a whole year, I was pretty much in my house, and then pandemic came, and then I've been in my house. And for somebody who is young, vibrant, beautiful, child, what is going on? But I'm embracing it. Like, I'm loving the fact that I've got this beautiful little person that I am responsible for. Like, that's priceless, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And when the time comes, and when the time is right, you're gonna get your groove back. You're gonna have fun. So guys, I hope that I've answered those 2 questions properly. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure you give this video a massive thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Guys, over here it is a safe place to be transparent. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.